Good afternoon, Leader.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Councillor Martin Hill, who is Chairman of this Pay Policy Committee. So welcome to members of the committee and any members of the public who are watching either live or subsequent. So without further ado, I'll move on to apologies for absence, please. Are there any, please, Katrina?
Could I just make sure who's present, Leader, if that's okay?
Well, we'll do apologies first, and then we'll do.
Okay. We've actually received apologies from Councillor Young. We have Councillor Boutroyd replacing him, and today we have Councillors Colin Davey and Mark Whittington to replace those two vacancies that we have.
Thank you. Welcome to Councillor Boutroyd. Yes, thank you. And now may do a roll call. Thank you, Katrina.
Thank you, Councillor. Right. Councillor Patricia Bradwell.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Colin Davey.
Present.
Councillor Mrs. Angela Newton. Not yet. Councillor Rob Parker.
Present.
Councillor Mark Whittington.
Present.
And we've got Councillor Richard Boutroyd.
Present.
Thank you very much. So,
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, move on. Are there item 2? Are there any declarations of interest which a member wishes to make? Without any indication of said, there are no declarations of interest. Thank you. So then we move on to the minutes of the meeting held on the 21st of January 2020. Are you happy that these are a true and accurate record? Or is anybody on the committee not happy that these are a true and accurate record? I'll just pause a moment to give people a chance to speak. I see Councillor
Newton.
And Newton is with us now.
Sorry, I couldn't get in.
I've got Councillor Mark Whittington, please.
Yes, thank you, Lydia. I'll have to abstain because this will be my first time on the committee. I wasn't obviously.
Very good, thank you. Okay, last chance for anybody to disagree with the minutes. Okay, with that, I will then sign these then, that is agreed. I will sign these as a true and accurate record of the meeting held last year. Okay, so then we move on to item 4, which is the substance of the meeting. So, Vicky Sharp, I think you are going to just talk us through this paper. Thank you, Vicky.
Good afternoon, Vicky Sharp, HR Services Manager. Before I begin, I just need to advise members that on page 10 of your pack, under the section at the end, background papers, there is a typographical error. It states 2021 to 21 and it should read 2020 to 21.
Thank you.
All the updates this year to the pay policy are the standard annual updates. On page 18 of your pack, in section 25, we have the pay multiples. We do an annual check here on the dispersion of pay, which compares the highest paid person to the median salary. The pay multiple remains at 4 again this year, which is the same as the previous 3 years. Okay. The other updates are the standard updates to the pay structures in line with the annual pay awards. So the first one to highlight to you is on page 21 of your pack. The minimum and maximum of the salary bands of each of these senior management bands was increased by 2.75% in line with the National Pay Award that was agreed for the year 2020 to 21. The only other change on here is the updating of an addition of additional roles such as the Assistant Director of HR and also the Chief Legal Officer was moved up a band following a review of pay. Other than that, that section has not changed. Moving on to page 22 of your pack, the fire and rescue management team salary scales. The national award was 2% in the year for fire and rescue employees. So that was applied to the chief fire officer salary. Then the deputy chief fire officer salary is 80% of the level of the chief fire officer level, and the assistant chief fire officer is at 75%. So they were upgraded to be in line with that pay award. Finally, on page 23 of your pack, the salary structure for the majority of the employees in the authority is our local pay spine. This was increased in line with the national pay award of 2.75%. And the new salaries that were applicable are shown there. The only other changes this year to the pay policy have been updating the hyperlinks in line with the new employment handbook that's been launched on the new website, to make sure all those links are in line. And that's the conclusion of my presentation. Over to you for questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, so in summary, that's very much business as usual. Obviously, the increase in line with the national pay agreement. And Vicky, there are no other substantive changes at all from last year?
No, no others.
Okay, any questions, comments, please, from anybody? I'll wait for any hands. It does look fairly routine.
Yeah.
So unless anybody's got any comments, the recommendations, as we agree these, which are then recommended to the full council later next month. Sorry, we haven't got to February yet. So is that agreed then that is anybody not agreeing with the recommendation, please now indicate. Okay, thank you very much. So that's then agreed. I then move on to the next item, which is the exclusion of press and public. So for the reasons set out in the report, is everybody agreed that we exclude the press and public? So I'll turn that round. So if anybody doesn't agree, please now indicate. Okay, so that is now agreed. I'm not sure